Yo, what up, gang? It's your Sticky Glowy Master 2, and I've come here today to talk about TikTok. Question for you. Imagine you're an online entertainer, a content creator, with the goal to make people happy. How do you reach that goal? First of all, you have to reach people. And how do you do that? A. By printing and spreading flyers. B. By sending out messenger pigeons with god-awful location skills. C. By performing satanic rituals and just hoping that selling your soul works. Or D. Social media. Ding ding! Option D, the big SNS. Admittedly, the hardest and most painful of all of these options. So, if you want to reach people, the best way is to make use of the connection tools of the World Wide Webs and use platforms like Instagram, X, Blue Sky, and TikTok. You connect with other people, have a place to support each other, inspire each other, and grow. You make posts, stories, share those random ass thoughts you get in the shower or half asleep. Or both, let's be honest. You interact with stuff to let the big brain systems know you're not a bot. Like them. Cough, cough. And then you sell your soul to the devil in hopes of the algorithm liking you. No, but for real, in my opinion, it's very played down. How do you say? Overlooked and taken for granted how much work, effort, time, and energy goes into building and especially maintaining an online platform on social media. For reference, making this post took me almost an hour. And be honest, how long did you look at it? Huh? Generally, content is there to be consumed. Yeah, but I really just want to lay on the table that every post, every text, every interaction, every minute of edited video material that takes you a minute to watch took me like 5 to edit. Calculate that up to a 30 minutes finished edited video that takes me up to 6 hours to edit. Scheduling, social media posts, making shorts, adding subtitles, making text, making a thumbnail, all of that. That being said, social media is a big tool that also comes with a big cost. As of starting my online journey, I've been using Instagram, X, Blue Sky, and TikTok to help me reach people. And sure to say that it works. Well, mostly at least. But more on that in a second. Maintaining social media and making posts to feed the machine with takes up a lot of time. Like, we're talking hours. Hours that can also be invested in things that are more fun. Like creating content. Like YouTube videos or streams. This whole video is just, hi, I'm 2 and I need a social media manager. Fuck! Having been active as a VTuber for like half a year now, here's a little recap on how the different social medias turned out for me. Instagram, the only one I can bear, not gonna lie, but why does uploading processing take so fucking long? Plus some minus points for being forced to connect with a Facebook account to use the schedule feature, like, fuck you, man. See you next Tuesday. X, aka Twitter. To be honest, I really don't want to use this BS. And also, bots. Bots everywhere. So many bots. And how fucking pussy they are. Like, sit your ass down, AMary. I don't need your fucking AI-generated ugly-ass soulless stream overlays. Plus, when I say no, I mean no. And when I say leave me alone, you fucking better. It's really hard to connect with actual people over there. It's like, on one side, X is this huge platform for VTubers, and on the other side, I feel like for every 5 VTuber accounts, 4 of them are bots. That is just an estimation. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what it feels like. Plus, don't fucking ask me how the algorithm works. Hashtags seem to be dead now, and I just have no clue. Girl, bye. Blue Sky. Who? TikTok. The grand star that inspired me to make this video. What the fuck is up with TikTok? When I started posting, everything was going pretty great. No, even better than I expected, honestly. I was getting views, interactions, comments, followers. Everything was like a dream. Inside the TikTok app, there's no schedule feature, which the devs can eat a ass for, but there's still ways to do it using third-party apps. Being the go-hard perfectionist person I am, I make good use of that. Also, I should probably say that privately, I don't really use social media, especially not TikTok, so I had to figure out how everything works. Low-key, high-key, where's the key? Let me out. And my fuck around and find out strat got refined by time as the algorithm made me aware of my spamming. I had so much content, I just wanted to put everything out there in hopes of reaching as many people as possible and making them smile. Maybe even interested in my content. I was posting multiple videos a day, like we talking 3, 4, sometimes even more every day. A little tip for you, don't do that. In hindsight, it makes sense that the algorithm then thought I was a bot and shadow banned me. Like a flip switch, my content wasn't getting any views anymore. Like, we're talking zeros. Zeros all across the board. In case you don't know, which I hope for your sake, a shadow ban is pretty much an automated punishment from the platform for inappropriate behavior. In my case, spamming. Thankfully, it wasn't a permanent thing though, and got lifted after a couple days. You can bet your ass how confused I was the first couple times that happened to me, until I eventually figured out what caused the sudden judgment of "you're locked in the basement now and no one will hear you scream" as. Over time and research, I learned and planned out my content sharing better, not spamming as much, while also interacting more with other people's content, to show Daddy TikTok that I'm not a bot. From around March to June, I went on hiatus. No posting, no interacting, anywhere. When I returned in June with the teasers for my first ever birthday streamy, every social media algorithm treated it very well. Looking closer at TikTok again, the first half of my now more thought-through paced teasers went well. I even hit almost 1K views in one of them. Well, true, what about the second half? Well, take a look for yourself. I wasn't over spamming, I was interacting and watching like a normal person, and still, I got shadow banned again! It seems I really just can't escape this fate. Or TikTok just fucking hates me. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Because make it make sense! I toned down my posting even more, took breaks from posting at all for the shadow ban to run out. A bunch of short vids I never even published out there, which makes me so angry. Like, why do I even go through the trouble and invest so much time into making shorts and posts if the app doesn't let me post it? Or when I do, it gets intentionally hidden, kept away from the people it's supposed to reach. At that point, days passed, weeks passed, and the shadow didn't seem to have gotten lifted. I made an experimental video to see if my suspicion confirms itself, and it did. In a shadow ban, your content isn't being shown on any For You pages, and this test video, and almost none of my videos in fact, were shown to my followers. Like, is that not what they follow me for, to see the content? And then TikTok is just like, nah. At that point, I just assumed that my account was cooked. For whatever reason, literally, what did I do wrong? Still, not wanting to drop TikTok for the potential it has in supporting to reach my goal, I gave it another chance and made another experiment. Up to that point, I've been posting on my own Chew account. I left it alone, not that posting would have made a difference anyways, and switched to the Unitverse account. Admittedly, it is a wasteland. I haven't been using it at all. Mainly just as a name save and for future projects. I posted some info on there, as well as stories and shorts from a Monstrum episode. Well paced, not over spamming, all that while also using the account as a consumer to show that I'm not a bot. And lo and behold, silence. Nothing. I know I can't expect videos to blow off immediately from a fresh account. I know it doesn't work like that, but let's be for fucking real. I got nothing. Zeros. Even just having used the Vtuber hashtag should have statistically given me at least a handful. But nothing. I kept going, trying, thinking, maybe it needs some time to, I don't know, marinate. But it's been over 2 weeks and still zeros. Hey, two of the future here. Or should I say, future. This video was recorded on July 2nd, so a while ago. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I even want to post it or not, because I was afraid that it would, like, drag down some spirits or something. But I decided to upload it anyways, because I want my platform to not just be like a happy, sparkly, pink place, but also a place for honest feelings. And after recording this, I was still using TikTok. I kept posting, hoping for some kind of miracle. Long story short, it didn't happen. I kept posting my Monstrum shorts as usual, and also shared some highlight clips from my new series, Soma. But nothing. Not that I realistically expected something, but I just thought I'd let you know. Yeah. Seeing the results of that experiment, my last chance I gave to TikTok, left me feeling really disheartened, angry, frustrated, sad. Yeah, sad of all things. I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. I announced on all social media that I was gonna quit TikTok, and some other social media while I was at it. I was done. I wanted to be a VTuber, an online entertainer, to do exactly that. Entertain! Make people happy because it's what I want to do. My goal, what fulfills me. It makes me happy. But all of this social media bullshit makes me the opposite of happy. I scraped the roof before. Keeping up social media takes up a lot of time and energy that can also be better invested in doing something that actually makes me happy. Creating content. One of the highest morals I stick to is that I want to put my heart into everything I do and create. Fill it with good, bright, happy, and sparkly energy in hopes of those feelings reaching all of you. When I can't do that, I know it's feelable, visible, awareable in the content, you know? I don't want to put out half-hearted content. And social media, especially TikTok, were honestly just dragging me down extremely. It really is a pick your poison situation because on one hand, I wish I could just drop all of the annoying social media and just stick to what is fun, trusting in the belief that what is meant to be will be. On the other hand, however, my brain is well aware of the necessity of social media in this day and age. Not just a social media presence, a good presence that sticks out, draws people's attention, appears well taken care of and professional, while also not losing the humanity within it. And I just can't do it. I just don't want to do it. I want to give fun and have fun. And all of this BS, all of the unnecessary roadblocks are draining my energy and my motivation to keep going. That said, to be honest, even after talking about this, after thinking about it so much, deliberating the options, I still don't know what to do. Do I keep trying with social media? Do I just give up? Which option will I end up regretting more? I don't know. One thing I do know for sure though, without all of you, I wouldn't nearly be where I am right now. However you stumbled across me, whether it was on YouTube or any other social media, words can't say how happy I am that you decided to stick around and support me. Thank you so much! Let's make this world a brighter, sparklier, and so much more fun world, okay? Actually, now I'm curious. How did you find me? Feel free to let me know in the comments. I wonder who was here pre-debut, how many joined at my debut, or what was it about my content that sparked your interest? All of that said, one social media I'll definitely not be dropping is Instagram. Yes, it has its flaws, no doubt about that, but out of all the social media, besides YouTube and Twitch, if you count them as that, Instagram is the only one that's fun for me. I'll be posting all important and interesting info on there, so if you want to connect and keep up, Insta is your best shot. I said it before in that crash out story post about quitting socials. Focus on the fun, the rest will build itself. I want to believe in that, I want to trust, and I hope you'll continue to be by my side for the pink sparkly revolution! This whole topic, I guess one easy solution would be to just hire someone to manage my socials. But at this point in time, I'm just not able to do that. So until I am, just don't expect much from me on X, Blue Sky, and TikTok. It really does pain me to keep them up half-assed, but I guess it's better than nothing. I just really don't know. But I'll figure it out. I really don't know what TikTok's problem is with me, but it's really dragging down my spirits and makes me want to quit all social media. Let's hope that'll be a good solution, and if not, it'll be okay too. Just different. All this rambling just to say fuck you, TikTok? Damn! I hope you somehow still found this little crash out entertaining in some way. I'll continue posting my content on here as usual, new videos every Tuesday, and in between sometimes. See you there! Thank you for watching and for your support! Bye bye! So I want to give some quick statistics. For example, my very first episode of Slime Rancher took me 6 hours of editing. The raw file was 34 minutes. Editing as a whole took me like 4 hours, and shorts took me 2 hours. So that makes 6. My second ever Slime Rancher episode was a raw file of 41 minutes. The rough cut editing took me like 3 hours and 50 minutes. The fine cut and the editing, like the effects and stuff, took me like 2 hours. Clipping was another 40 minutes. And then making shorts was another 2 hours, which totals up to 8.5 hours. Holy shit, what happened there? That's honestly the longest a video ever took, I think. Like a normal episode at least, not talking about like the specials like model videos or anything like that. My third ever Slime Rancher episode was a raw file of 36 minutes. Raw cut took me 1 hour and 40 minutes. Fine cut took me like 2 hours. And clipping took me 40 minutes. Clipping, by the way, you probably know what this is. But Just like picking out the highlights and exporting them and sorting them and all that kind of shit. Making shorts took me another hour and a couple small ones, which totaled up to 6 hours again. Taking a little skip down to my 9th Slime Rancher episode, the raw file was 35 minutes. Raw cut took me like 2 hours. Fine cut and effects and stuff took me 1 hour 20 minutes. Making shorts took me around an hour. Making subtitles took me like half an hour. And scheduling also took me like an hour, which totaled to around 6 hours again. I think you see where this is going, right? At the time of recording this, my most recent video was the 5th episode of Soma. The raw recorded file was 30 minutes. Raw cut took me like an hour. Fine edit and effects took me like 1.5 hours. Making shorts also took me like 1.5 hours. Scheduling and sorting everything took me another hour, and all of that totals to around 5 hours. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you besides it's a lot. And don't get me wrong, I love doing it. I'm not complaining, it's just that I feel like those kind of things are just easily overlooked. You know, how much is actually like in the bones of the art, you know? Yeah.